good evening everybody. How are we today? Let's see if it's going to play today. Hello, hello. Not sure what's happening, whether you can see me or not. I see a little spinny blue circle in one screen, but in the other screen I see myself. So let me know in the comments if you're seeing me, if you're hearing me. Let me know, because I can't see in my screen. It's just got a blue spinny circle, and I'm not sure if that's got something to do with all the jargon that happened with Telstra today or not. But let me know in the comments. I know you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me and see me. So please let me know. Oh, good. Thank you very much, Kay. Okay. I just can't see myself in the other screen. So that's all right. So long as you can hear me and see me, that's fantastic. Oh, my goodness. I hope everybody didn't get caught up in the Telstra saga today. I did, that's for sure. And I think my computer is still there. I think it's, well, whether it's having a vacation or not. But as I said, I can see in one screen, but in the other screen, not so lucky. So, all right, guys. How are we all? Hello, Kay and Jacinta and Leanne and Margaret. How are we? Hey, Maura. Hey, Evelyn. Oh, Cheryl, I know, Telstra. And I'm actually with Aldi, but they're on Telstra line. So same, really. It's one of those things. Anyway, let me introduce myself. My name is Beck Hall. I'm a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator located in Melbourne, Australia. And I come live here every Wednesday night for a bit of chaos, a bit of Wing It Wednesday, where I literally have nothing planned. We just wing it. And you can tell because of the chaos that ensues that I have nothing planned. So, well, I do have an idea, because I've got to come on with some idea, don't I? Well, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm just going to get started tonight and flick you down. Hey, Raywin, how are you? Hey, Anita, thanks for joining me. Hey, Jan. Hi, Marianne. Hey, Megan, how are you? All right, I'm going to flip you down and we're going to get started. And you will see that I'm not really... Well, I don't know. I'm a bit indecisive tonight. So let's just flip you down. All right. So this is what I've got. This is what's out in my hot little hands here. Now, I don't exactly know what I want to play with, but I do want to show you something first. So today in the mail, I got some really, really nice Happy Mail. And let me show you if I can get my fingers to work. I received this hot little box from Stampin' Up! Now, when you hit a major milestone or whatever, Stampin' Up! Like to send us pins. And today, I got my 200,000 pin in career to date sales. So I've been a demonstrator for 14 years and it's taken a long time to get to that 200,000. Hoping that I can get to more. But I am super proud of all the work that I've done, and all the friends that I've made and the achievements along the way. Without you guys coming and watching me every Wednesday and Saturday morning, I certainly wouldn't be there without that. So thank you very much, everybody, because this is the People's Award, essentially. It does have my name on it, but it is the People's Award. So thank you very much. So, all right, this is what I've got out. So I've got the new product of the month. This is the Begonia Bow stamp set. Now, if you don't know what product of the month is, if you're in Australia, you need to get a $125 order, and then you've got the option to buy the product of the month for $9. Last month, this was the product of the month, the Wild Bunch, and it's sold out. It's completely gone. So if you love this one as much as I do, you're gonna have to jump on and order the product of the month. So because there's no guarantee that they're going to stick around all month. But I didn't know which paper to work with. I thought it's a flower, so we could really make it work with any of the papers. But I saw Fee working with this one last night, and I haven't actually used it. So I don't know whether I should use this one, or this one, or this one. I don't know. I'm a bit lost. I do like this one because it's got the gold tones in it. But what? All right, let's just. Okay, so I've used this one a lot, so I'll get rid of that one, and I've used this one as well, so we'll get rid of that one. So I'll give you a choice. Actually, I'll get rid of that because we've used that heaps, and I'll pull this one back in. So I'll give you a choice. So we've got 1, 2, or 3. You let me know in the comments which one. Christine says the blue one. The blue one is called Delicate Dreams Specialty Designer Series paper. I think it's been around for a little while, but I've just never used it. And as I said, I saw Fee using it last night, and I'm like, oh my god, I think I've got that paper and I haven't even touched it. And you know the rules. If it comes into my craft room, I've got to use it at least once. So 1, 2, or 3. Let me know. 3, 3, 3. Oh, you're all saying 3. Is that because I haven't used it and you're going to make me use it? I think it is. 3. All right, 3 it is. Okay. 3 it is. So we'll use this one, and I've obviously got, this is gold foil paper as well. This is the Delicate Designs. So these must have been hidden in my stash somewhere. It's a lot of gold foil paper here. So you've got gold foiled squares and leaves and more flowers. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, hello Fiona Carson, how are you? Alright, so essentially, because you guys know me, you know I love to use scraps, right? Now, obviously, I don't have any scraps in this paper because I haven't used it, but we're going to make some scraps. So, the scrappy idea, I don't know, I'm going to give it a crack. We'll see how it goes. It might not look any good, but I just want to show you. Now, you can do this with designer series paper, or you can do this with you know, cardstock as well, but we're going to give it a crack with designer series paper and see what it looks like. And then I think I'm going to make this my card front. I have a little hole underneath my desk where the doggos, if you've been to the studio, you'll know I've got like a little doggy door that comes from that room that's there into here, what I call my dungeon, and it's a big hole, and all I can feel is a cold draft on my legs. Thank goodness for my heated socks. I can tell you that right now. All right, so I know how beautiful this side is, but I want to have a look at this side. So, geez, this is going to be a hard call. I need 4. I need 4 of these papers. Guess what? The green one's not going anywhere. I think we're going to use that. And I kind of like the blue, and maybe, what if we go those 4? Do we like those 4? If I go those 4, then let's flip them over, and then we've got these 4 on the back, because you're going to see both with what we're going to do. So let's just go 4 of those. I think those 4 look good. Catching the replay in the morning, off to get some sleep. Yes, you go, Fiona. I'm surprised you're still awake, being up so early this morning for mail run. Go sleep, catch it in the morning. Who else have we got? Hello, Lynette. Hey, Christine. Am I getting the hot foil machine? Of course I'm getting the hot foil machine. Why wouldn't I? Goodness me. Hot foil machine is amazing. It's going to be great. Can't wait to get it. So yes, that is an answer to your question. Yes, I am getting it. All right, so we have, yep, all right, I'm just making sure that the patterns are all going the right way. Not that it's going to matter for what we do, but essentially I'm just going to cut 1 centimeter. So you guys know when we cut down our card fronts here in Australia, we always have, you know, or an inside or whatever, we always have this little bit of 1 centimeter piece of cardstock left over and what have you. So this is going to use those pieces, right? Now, I'm just going to grab my glue, and we are going to make a bit of a decorative piece for the front of our card. So essentially, I want to, let's just see, I'm gonna mix and match the gold. I'm gonna go like that, and then like this. So then on one side we're gonna have that look, and then on the other side we're gonna have that look. Alright, so I'm going to lay these 2 down here like this, then I'm just going to put a bit of glue up here. Now you could use tear and tape or, you know, snail. That would probably be quicker actually if you use snail. But anywho, and then I'm just going to go and lay this across here like that. And then lay this one across here like so. Alright? So essentially what I've done is I've just made like a T. Alright? And this would be an amazing thing to do for, sorry, I'm just going to move my heater closer to my legs because that draft that's coming in there is like really, really cold. And you guys know I don't like the cold, right? Alright, so this essentially you could do for a scrapbooking page or a card front or whatever. If you're doing a scrapbooking page, you might want to make the pieces a little bit fatter. Instead of only being a centimetre, you might want to make them like 2.5 centimetres or close to an inch, right? Alright, so then what we're going to do is we're just going to grab this piece here and I am going to fold it back on itself like so, so that it sits flush with this one down here, okay? And then we are just going to score it. So I'm going to get my little bone folder out and just score that there. And then I'm better to work this way because this is how I'm better to work. And then this one here, we're going to fold back on itself like that. And I'm going to score that. So now what we're doing is we're just like braiding the paper, okay? So now I'm going to go like this. And you just want to make sure that it lines up nice and straight here and nice and straight along your pieces of paper here. And then we're going to braid this one down here. And of course, using the designer series paper, you get to see both sides, but you do need to have 4 different sides to the paper. Like you can't, if you use the same side of the paper, you're going to get like 2 the same look. Does that make sense? 2 the same look? I think it does. Alright, so you'll see here how we're coming up with this like braided piece of designer series paper. Alright, so I'm better actually if I work it like this. I'm trying to work the right way around so you can see what I'm doing, but I'm better if I work it upside down like that. And you're just going to keep going from one side to the other like you would if you were braiding hair. You know how you braid hair and you come in from each side like that and they go over the top? So this is what you're going to do. So if you're good at doing braids in hair, you should smash this. Like, it's just going to be totally easy for you. Now, you can do this, like I said, as long or as short as you want. There's no rule as such. But it's interesting to see, like, the different colours. And you guys, I know you guys, for Wing It, the challenge, this is obviously the challenge for Wing It Wednesday, you guys are going to smash it. You're going to come out with, like, you know, all different designer series papers and cardstock. But how cool does that look? Like, you get all the different pieces of paper. Alright? So, like I said, you just keep folding it over. But you do need 4. I know for a braid, when we do hair, you do only 3. But you do need 4. And I'm just going to make this as long as a card front. So we're nearly there. And then I'll show you how you finish it off at the end. Like so. And like so. And then just going to... So you're going to finish it. You're going to have like a point and then a point. Okay, so what have we got here? I reckon that'd be about it. So now to finish it off, all you're going to do is just put a bit of glue under this one here, like that, and a bit of glue on this one here, like that. And then before that goes off, you just want to put a little bit of glue onto this one. So a little bit of glue on each piece, just so that it holds it all together, like so. And then you're going to get your snips, and you're just going to snip that into a point. And a point there, like that. So look at that. How cool does that look? And then obviously you could make a little tiny teeny one as well. you know, with these little bits if you know, didn't want it. Looks like a fishtail braid. Yeah, kind of, Megan. Maura, yeah, kind of. So like a little fishtail braid. All right, now we need to put it onto a card. So I'm going to I think I'm going to use some of this as the background. Let's just see what this looks like. I kind of like that checkered one. Or the leafy one. Which one should I use? The checks or the leaf? The leaf or the checks? Let me know which one. This is gonna go on top of it, obviously, but which one do you think I should use? The leaves or the checks? And while you're deciding, I'm gonna grab my little Wiwb card sampler here and see what colour card base. I'm thinking Secret Sea, but I don't know. Let's just see what it looks like. Get it? Secret Sea. Let's see what it looks like. Alright, so Secret Sea is here. Kind of like that with that and that. But you let me know. The checks, the leaf, the checks. I'm just going to check through comments. Get it? Checks. Leaf, check, 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 check. Leaf. Alright, I've only had 2 leaves, but I've had lots of checks. Alright, good morning, Krista. How are you? Or good evening, it is here, but good morning. Check. Leaf. Alright, so we've had more checks. Alright, so checks it is. And I think I like the Secret Sea card base. What do you guys think? Do you reckon Secret Sea? Alright, so I'm just going to cut this normal as a 10 by 14.4. Or should I pull in a bit of Mossy Meadow? What do you reckon? I'm going to pull in Mossy Meadow with my leaves anyway from my stamp. But I kind of like that. And then we're going to stamp these. Alright. Brand newies. Look, haven't even used them yet. So this is what I do when I get these stamps for the first time. I have been doing stays on, but it just takes a lot of time. So what I'm doing now is I'm just getting my Memento black ink. I just need an impression on here, right? So I know what stamps we've got and what we don't have. But I do this now to every stamp set. And then I grab the whole thing all at once, and then I just lay it down on here like that, just so it gives a really good impression. And I know it's a little bit back to front, but that's okay. And then I give that a good clean with my chamois, on my chamois. And then I put that other clear piece over the top of it. So I'll just give this a bit of a wipe down, like that. Alright. And then I grab my tear and tape, which is here. Put a bit of tear and tape across this thinner one. The thinner one, I always stick down the thinner ones. Take your picky because I can't pick it up. I have more cuts on my fingers again. Oh my goodness, story of my life, tell ya. And I was dousing my hands with, you know, hand cream and all that over the weekend, and still no luck. And then we just do that like that, and then our little stamp can just go back over the top now, so we know what's missing when, you know, one goes missing, and then we know if one's not missing. Okay. All right, so let's. Now, I haven't had a play with this, so we're gonna have a play with it and see how it goes. And I think we will stamp the flower in hydrangea hue. And what sentiment do we want to put on it? We want to make thank you for everything you do, sending lots of happiness your way. That sounds great, doesn't it? All right, let's see what we get out of this. Oh, I don't have any big blocks here. Well, that's going to be a bit of an issue, isn't it? Alright, let's see. My little stampy jiggy thingy. That will fit on there. And then I will use this one here. Like so. And then these little guys can go on here. I need to bring all my big blocks back from the other room, don't I? Alright, we'll grab some white cardstock. And like I said, I think hydrangea hue. Have to something to post for you people. Oh, thank you, Megan. Yeah, I don't know. Look, soon as I break my nails, which happens a lot because I'm not a girly girl and I don't have nails, but they just start cracking right on the ends and it's really, really painful. Alright, so I'm not even sure how this one is supposed to go. Let's have a look here. I think we're just going to stamp it and see because it's new. And I'm going to grab a mat. Where's my mat? Grab my stampy mat. Okay. Alright, give it a good bash. Stamp it down. Now it's a two-step stamp, so we're just going to give it a smash and see what happens, hey? Oh, and this one goes in here, like so. Now that's not stamping off, but oh my god, that looks amazing, doesn't it? Now I wonder if we stamp off. So let's do this one here. You reckon this would be the darker one? Oh no, this would be the lighter one. We're going to stamp off and then stamp on. And then we're going to stamp this one on. Has anybody got this yet? Have they got it? This stamp set? Where are we? There we go. Oh, look at that, stamping off and then stamping on. Look. So you get two different looks, really. I do the same with my stamp sets too, Beck, but I didn't think of putting double-sided tape on the plastic cover. Oh! You're very welcome, Grace. It does help, because then you can, like, you know, just peel it off and on. Alright, I really like that. That looks cool, doesn't it? Alright. And then we'll get Mossy Meadow, I think. Mossy Meadow to stamp. Yes, but you haven't played with it yet, Glennis. Oh, have a play. Have a look at how good that looks. I'm just going to wipe this off because I can just see myself putting my fingers in that. Alright, bit of Mossy Meadow for the leaves. Now, I reckon, I don't even know which one's going to, let's see. Give it a good smash there. Oh, see, I'd use that just like that. And I think this one we're going to have to stamp off. Stamp off. And stamp on. Look at that. How good does that look? So pretty. So pretty. You know what? For $9, they're kind of a no-brainer. Like, you wanna grab them because you know you're gonna see heaps of demonstrators do amazing things with them, and then you're gonna go, oh man, I should have got it. All right, do this one, stamp off, and on there, and stamp off, and on there, like that. All right. So we've got a couple of leaves happening. And then I'm going to go into my hot little scrappy box here. Let's see and what kind of sentiments we've got. So we've got our little sentiment that says sending lots of happiness your way. Now I'm going to see if I've got any here that I can stamp on. So this is my hot little box that of all the different things that, you know, when we get kits, I put a bit of white cardstock onto the bit that and then I fussy cut it out and, you know, all of that. And then there's like shapes. Oh, that shape looks pretty. Maybe we could use that shape. Let's see if it fits on that. That's the wrong colour. What else have we got here? Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Oh, what's these? Oh, see, these are the other ones, but oh, we could do it like that. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, alright, I think I like that. I think I like it a lot. Alright, so I'm going to stamp this one here, and I'm going to do this in the green. Sending lots of happiness your way. I'm going to give myself a few options here because we don't know what it's going to look like. Sending lots of happiness your way. And then I think this one is supposed to look like a little bud. So let's just see. Where does that go? Where do you reckon that one goes? I have no idea. Oh, on the sticky thing here. On the sticky. This is the technical term for it, people. It's the sticky thing. Alright. So we'll grab that there. Grab the sticky thing here. Stamp the sticky thing down in some... Where could we stamp the sticky thing? Well, we might go here like that. And then grab this one. See. So if you haven't had a play with this yet, you can look away if you don't want to see. Oh, I like that. Look at that. I like that one. What do you think? I do like that one. Now, where am I going to stick it on here? So this is what Wing It Wednesday is all about. It is about winging it, having a go, and just, you know, just trying stuff. Because there are no wrong things to do in crafting. Not at all. Oh, I like this one. I do like this one. I like this little stamp a lot. Imagine that all over an A4 card. Oh, I do like that. Which one do you like better? I like them both. It's a bit hard to choose, isn't it? Alright. So, I'm going to do that and that. Get rid of that. I'm going to fussy cut these out. Because who doesn't love a bit of fussy cutting? I certainly do. And these are quite easy shapes to cut. It's not like they're difficult. Although I do wish, you know, 1 month, how good would it be 1 month if they brought out a stamp and then the next month they brought out the matching dies? That would be amazeballs. Let's, if you're a demonstrator, let's all put that into the sandbox or into the suggestion box. See if we can get it happening. Dies, stamps 1 month, dies the next. Get us all excited. Alright. You can tell I'm concentrating because I'm fussy cutting. I like a bit of fussy cutting though, especially in front of the telly. Anyone else like me like a bit of fussy cutting? How cool is that? Pretty cool. Wouldn't it be perfect, Christine? I would love that if they brought out the dies that match the next month. Like, that would be amazing. Now, the trick when you're fussy cutting, I was actually teaching, so on Tuesday, yesterday, I spent the day making wedding invitations. And the trick to fussy cutting, as I was teaching my, I guess she would be my niece-in-law. She's marrying my nephew, so I guess that what she would be, my niece-in-law. I don't know. Is that the technical term for it? I was teaching her that the way you fussy cut, because we were fussy cutting a lot of flowers yesterday, was, or butterflies actually, to move the paper around your snips instead of moving your snips around the paper. So you just keep opening and closing your snips and then you move the paper. You see how I'm moving my left hand, but my right hand's staying pretty much still apart from opening and closing my snips. So if you're not a real good fussy cutter, it does take practice and time, but you'll get it. You will get it, trust me. But I do love a bit of fussy cutting. So, alright, so we've got our 2 flowers here. Oh, thank you, Debbie. You like my choice. Oh, Debbie, I hear that. Are you the one that's going over to see New Zealand to see lovely Fiona? I am a bit jealous that you're going to be over there for her retreat. If it's you, I think it is. All right. So we were deciding whether we were going to go Mossy Meadow for a. Oh, well, we're not going Mossy Meadow for a card base because I don't have any Mossy Meadow here. So we go. Do we go Hydrangea Hue? Maybe. Let's see. I'm going to grab a whole sheet of Hydrangea Hue. Debbie. Oh, now I'm so jealous. Alright, so we're going to... I am going over in September, but I would love to be there for her retreat. That would be amazing. Alright, so we've got Hydrangea Hue or we got a bit of Secret Sea. What do you reckon? Which one should we do? Don't know. I can't do Mossy Meadow because I ain't got none. I've got to put that into an order. Or I'm just going to throw a left field out here. Go a bit of Crumb Cake. What do you think? Crumb Cake, Secret Sea, or Hydrangea Hue? Vote for me. We'll go A, B, or C. So A for Hydrangea Hue, B for Secret Sea, or C for Crumb Cake. Save you writing out the whole word, not crumb. Oh, you don't like Crumb Cake, Megan? You don't want that one? Megan says not crumb, although that's already cut in a card base. Secret Sea. We've got 3 for Secret Sea, 4 for Secret Sea, 5 for... Oh, well, Secret Sea's the winner then, isn't it? That's obvious. Secret Sea is the winner. Alright. So we're going to cut this down now. 14.9 by 10.5. So I was teaching these, my sister-in-law and my niece-to-be-in-law, all the card making tricks yesterday, and they left here with a new appreciation as to what it takes to be a card maker, because they didn't believe or think that so much went into making cards. And they're going, oh, you make it look so easy, Beck. I thought I've had a lot of practice. Alright. So, but I just love the joy that it comes, you know, my niece-in-law, she's just going to, you know, have all this joy in sending out these handmade invitations, knowing that she's made them. So I was really, really excited for her. I'm just going to read comments. 2 blues. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I could do the 2 blues. Alright. And then we're going to pop this one, our little braided piece, down here, and see how it just goes nicely from tip to tip. Actually, I'm just going to trim that up a bit because where's my snips gone? Over here. My first lot slid a little bit, so I'm just going to trim that up. It just slid when I used I should have used seal. But anyway, so there we go. Top to bottom like that. So let's get some dimensionals happening with that one. Oh, look at this. Bum, bum, bum. All gone. Yay! Deal of the day when they're all gone. And then I've got this little stash here. So we're just going to stick some more on here. And we're going to trim all of these side bits because these have feelings too. And they want to be used just like the rest of it. Watched a really good movie the other day. I don't know whether it was on Netflix or not, but it was called Hail Mary. A little bit sad, actually. And, you know, the other movie that we watched that I bawled my eyes out, and I'm going to admit to bawling my eyes out, was The Sheep Detective. Have any of you seen The Sheep Detective? Good gracious me. Oh, my goodness. I bawled my eyes out. Super sad. In parts. Other parts that were good, but, oh... just such a good movie. And of course Hugh Jackman, who wouldn't like to watch that? Alright, so we're going to stick a few of our little flowers down here now. So I'm just going to pop this on here like that, and then we're going to go, this one's going to go maybe here like that. Like that one there. Wasn't it sad, The Sheep Detective? I'm not going to tell you why it was sad, but it was a good movie. I actually really, really liked it. Alright, I'm going to stick a leaf under here. And then we're going to go, oops, one under here. Now you'll see I haven't stuck too many dimensionals on these pieces because I want to be able to tuck underneath. And if you go sticking dimensionals left, right and centre under there, you won't be able to tuck. Alright? So we're just going to tuck that there. And then do I use my long sentiment or my short sentiment? Do I go long one? Or, because the long one fills that hole in, or do I go my little short one? You let me know. Short or long? Which one? In the comments. You need to watch it, Christine, but have tissues handy. That's all I'm going to say. We watched The Sheep Detective. Oh, I know. How good was it? It was so good. Alright, let me know. Short or long. I'll get an inside white. We'll do a bit of stamping on an inside white piece here. And we'll grab an envelope. The short. Had 2 shorts. 3 shorts, 4 shorts, 5 shorts. Oh, but the shorts are win. The shorts are winning. Alright, so I'm just going to stick this in here like that. And then I'm going to put a bit of glue, I think, as well. Just on this side here. And we're going to stick that one on there. And now that's obviously just a die cut of a flower that was in my hot little box. So I don't even know where that's come from. Alright, now let's stamp our little flower again. I am just going to do that little tiny teeny flower on the inside because I really like that flower. How cute is this? I'm going to do one there, and then I'm going to do one on my envelope as well with the 2 little inkers. Put that up there. How cute is that? That kind of reminds me of, how dare I say it, the Hallmark thing. You know, the Hallmark doodad that's on the back of the cards from the Hallmark. Alright, now we're going to stick this into our card. A bit of glue up the top, a bit of glue up the bottom, and we're going to stick that in, and we are done for the night. So here we go. A bit more chaos on a Wednesday night, but you get the gist. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to create a plaited decorative piece for the front of your card. So, and you could create 2, you could create 3 and center them up, make them tall, short, little, fat, thin, whatever you want to do. But make a decorative piece for the front of your card. So how easy is it though? And I think it looks really, really cool. So, yeah, 4 pieces. These were 1 centimetre thick by however long the designer series paper was. But you could do it, you know, however thick you want to do it, but just be mind, the thicker it is, the less you're going to see, because it's going to go quicker down the card, and it's only for a little card. But if you did it on a scrapbook page, wow, how cool would that look? So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. Now let's see who's going to win a prize. Who wants to win a prize? Well, I can tell you the only people that are going to win a prize is the ones that entered my competition last Wednesday, or the Wednesday before, because last week we went out for dinner because it was Dad's birthday, remember? So we had Megan, we had Laurie LaRose from Canada, Rocky Mountain, Canada. She joined in on our Wing It Wednesday challenge. We had Julie Jackson, we had Chrissy Graham, we have Marianne Hamilton, Glennis King, Talia Wilson, and Linda Agnew. So let me get my hot little wheel up here of names and see who the winner is going to be. Let's go here. No music tonight. Sorry, folks, no music. Who's the winner? I can't see. Who's the winner? Who's the winner? Marianne Hamilton. Congratulations, Marianne. Now, Marianne is on my team. So let me see. Marianne, what will I give you? What will I give you? Do you have... I found this, actually. I found this while I've been cleaning up. Do you have the fluffy squirrel punch and stamp? Do you have that? If you don't have that, you can have that and the punch to go with it. Look at that. Because I found it just the other day. So lucky you for winning tonight. If you do have that, let me know. We can sort something out. I can give you another gift. So, hey, Marianne, yay, congratulations. So it pays to enter my competition because you just never know what I'm going to pull out of my lucky box. So yeah, I've got a lucky box and I've got a fun box over there. Oh, lots of boxes. Alright guys, well I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. I will see you all here on... Oh, you don't have it, Marianne. Yay! Now you do. You have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you on Saturday morning for Breakfast with Beck at 9 o'clock for some more crafting prowess or chaos, whichever one you want to put it as, I guess. And yeah, enjoy your week, guys. I will talk to you all then. Bye for now.